Hi everybody, Jen Smith for Smith Country here, and I am coming into part 2 of a knitted brim into a crochet hat. So once again, I have a 4 medium weight wool yarn. As you can see, it's a little bit thinner than the yarn that I use. It's more of a worsted weight. I'd actually say worsted weight, sorry. As opposed to, say, the thicker yarn that I used in the pattern. I used a Red Love, which is a heavier, denser yarn. But this is actually for my 5-year-old. So, yeah, she's getting a lot of stuff today. Whereas the other one was for an adult. So I'm actually using 4mm knitting needles as opposed to 5. And I'll actually be going into a 5mm hook. So I did a long tail cast on, which is why I have an awful lot of extra. You could have done a knit cast on. It just depends on how you want to do it. I find that I tend to long tail cast on quicker, so that's why I did that. I did the knit 2, purl 2, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to finish that up. So in case you're new to it and you haven't done that, purl 2 means that the yarn, instead of being back here, is going to be in the front here, and then you insert the needle. There's a loop. I'm going to show you that right here if you can see it, and you're going to insert into this front side of the loop right here, and that's a purl. And then for the knit, you're going to insert from right here and you're going to knit. Okay, so that's knit 2, purl 2. I am not the fastest knitter. I'm actually a little bit newer to knitting than I am crochet, but I have found a great joy in some of the fun stuff I can do with knitting that I can't do with crochet, but I also find vice versa. There's certain things I can do with crochet I can't do with knitting, which is why I love to merge the two together, because there's things, they both have benefits and they both have great options to them. So in this particular case, the reason I like to knit this is because I actually really like the stretch of, if you notice, the brim in comparison than if I did a crochet in the back loop. So that's why I do this. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is our place marker that I had. I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to take my crochet hook. This is that Lion brand bamboo crochet hook. I just found these, so I'm trying them out to see if I really like them or not. One thing I will say, they don't slide as much, so you have a little bit more control if you're on the other end of that. Maybe you're a good knitter, but you're new at crocheting. That might be nice. So we're going to take off of our left side needle. We're going to insert the hook in, and then this yarn, we're going to yarn over around the hook. Pull the hook through the loop. Now what I want to do is I want to chain 1. So pretend like this is your single crochet and this is your chain 1. Then I'm going to insert back into the loop to make my first single crochet. This makes that become crochet work. It makes it more stable. I'm not pulling on this, and I've had a couple incidences where I tried it the other way and I had a huge hole, so I don't do it that way anymore. I always do a chain 1 and then, or a chain 2 if I'm double crocheting, and then I do either the single crochet, the double crochet, or a half double crochet. If you do a half double crochet for me, let's say it's a pattern that has that, you will chain 1. Otherwise you'll have a big gap. So first single crochet is in, then we go back in, we take our hook, put it back into the loop, and it just comes right off, sits on the hook, yarn over, grab the loop, and now we're just going to single crochet into there. And that is it. So we're going to go all the way around, and that's how you single crochet out of the hat.